Everybody, Final Flame Productions here, back with another Dexter video, and today we talk about the new Dexter Original Sin trailer, and we mainly touch on the most surprising and the most kind of interesting part of it, which is they actually show present day Dexter after the Dexter New Blood finale, where Dexter was apparently killed, but we now find out that he is very much alive, and that they doctors are trying to bring him back to life and keep him alive, and this seemingly is going to be a small part of the new show. The new show, Dexter Original Sin, is a prequel where we see young Dexter, and I'll give a little short review on that at the end of the video, but what we see in this trailer is it starts off and we see Dexter in the snow after he's been shot. Blood is seeping out of him, the bullet wounds. So they're not retconning. A lot of people were wondering, would they retcon or would they somehow rewrite the end of Dexter New Blood, but they're not doing that. So we see him bleeding out. We then see a police car arriving on the scene, and then we see the emergency hospital where Dexter's apparently been taken. Presume that's pretty close by. And then we have Michael C. Hall, Dexter. This is new footage that I presume this is likely going to be a small part, could be wrong on that, of Michael C. Hall on the operating table, and they're trying to keep him alive, trying to bring him back to consciousness. And the presumption is, because we're getting a whole new show next, Dexter Resurrection next year, that he will in fact be brought back to life. So they're using the end of New Blood and going into Resurrections. They're using that as a kind of a way to, I suppose, tell the story. Dexter says it really is what they say. Your life flashes before your eyes. And then the trailer then just goes into Dexter Original Sin, where essentially we're getting younger Dexter. So it's interesting. It's interesting that there had been rumors in the last while that there would be some present day Dexter, pre-Dexter Resurrection stuff, post-Dexter New Blood. So this does tell us that they are keeping what happened then in New Blood, but are keeping Dexter alive. What that means for Resurrections, it's hard to know. Obviously they'll bring him back to life, and then where it goes from there, it will be very interesting. Does he escape? Is he put to jail? Is there a court case? Is he acquitted? There is many ways it could go. I personally think if they if they don't give him any sort of repercussions, there isn't any fallout, it's just bad writing and it's lazy. There has to be something that comes from all this, and you would hope that they want to do multiple seasons of Resurrections or multiple seasons of Dexter again. I think that they've definitely said that about Original Sin, and I get the impression that they'll want to do more with Michael C. Hall, which is bizarre because we all remember at the end of Dexter New Blood that they said that this was the definitive end. Michael C. Hall suggested he didn't want to come back and do any more, but stuff has very much changed. I'd love to know what changed. Like, we all know that the Showtime would want to make more Dexter. It's Showtime, isn't it? Showtime, Paramount would want to make more Dexter, and that's where the younger Dexter show comes in. But how did they get Michael C. Hall back? It did seem like he wanted to be done with it, and you know, the scene where Dexter's killed was the first thing they shot, because apparently, I'm going on what Dexter Daily, a great website, says. DexterDaily.com says that Michael C. Hall wanted to film his death scene in New Blood first, just so he could finalize that scene and have it be certain that he was going to be written off. But things have changed, and I'm happy it's changed. I'm happy there's going to be more Dexter, because I thought the ending of Dexter New Blood was, as a finale for that character and show, was pretty terrible. It was really, really terrible, actually. So this is interesting. Dexter Original Sin itself, you know, all the younger stuff, you know what, I think it looks fine. I think it, you know, without any of those characters that we know and love, without those original cast members, it's going to be a struggle to really get into it. There is really no threat in terms of, we know all the characters that we know, and we know that nothing's going to happen to them in this timeline, in this time period. So it does take some of the drama and some of the tension that we would have in a normal Dexter season. Take some of that away. But I guess it's up to good writing. Cast seems fine, acting seems good. Patrick Gibson as a young Dexter is doing fine, I guess, but again, it's a tough act. I mean, Michael C. Hall is a very specific type of actor. He has a really cool way of getting across the oddness of Dexter and that kind of darkness and the humor of Dexter. So it'll be interesting to see. December 13th, Paramount Plus. It's coming, and you know, I will watch it. I think we're all more interested in Resurrection, but it'll be interesting to see, is there more Michael C. Hall present day in Dexter Original Sin, maybe at the end of the season. I get the impression at the end of the season we will lead into Resurrection with some sort of revelation, that's some sort of kind of bridge to Resurrection, which I think will be cool. But what do you guys think? What do you think of the Original Sin trailer? What do you think of the connections to New Blood and the ultimately the connections that are going to lead to Resurrection? Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.